She gave me a look that said, "Where did you come from?" Right before she labeled me an old-fashioned romantic. You say that like it's a bad thing. She shook her head and rolled her eyes, but for the longest time I've been shaking mine. I turn into a bobblehead whenever I see the way life has changed around me. All this progressive technology wasted on a repressed democracy. The romantic can't stand it when our memories disappear without panic. When we take old loves for granted, dismiss past ideas and forgotten habits. Yeah, I am a romantic. A modern guy with a classic eye, sentimental and nostalgic. And I'm not here to say we should live in the past, but we should respect how we came along. We should know the difference between covers and original songs. We wouldn't be where we are today, high def and Blu-ray, massive and compressed, without crossing over an important little bridge called VHS. I miss you, Blockbuster. I want to take stock, but not be left behind. Whenever I look back to how I arrived and savor the good times, I'm sorry if that's too much for short attention spans. You used to have a picture of us on your nightstand, but now it's an Instagram. I remember the days when a picture told your story 1,000 ways, but now I see it's been replaced by a virtual experience that's virtually erased the way things used to be. We have it so easy. Something about getting everything online makes me feel like I've downloaded a lazy mind. I guess I'm just a traditional guy. You used to lend me books that I would take forever to read, and it would drive you crazy. So it shouldn't surprise that when you gotta have it, I'd rather wait a week to turn a page and read it now from a tablet. I just find books romantic. I remember running to the record store and getting tapes, making a copy for everyone we knew and dancing to the breaks, then going to the mall to get the compact disc, pulling out the insert and singing with the lyrics. But today, songs are acquired with only a click. Singles instead of albums is damn near tragic. We don't get the joy of holding the record in our hands, and we call ourselves fans. When you're frustrated and want to smash your expensive phone, I remember the first one I ever owned. I think about what we have while you think to judge, but now the postmodern elephant in the room won't budge. I remember when cell phones were as big as a shoe and payphones actually got used. It was easy to do and they were easy to find. All you needed was one lousy dime. Now, we're texting instead of talking, surfing instead of walking. The simple pleasures are lost. We sold all the classics to commercials but forgot about the cost. When our need for more means what we have gets ruined. Remember when you had to visit people to know how they were doing? The times change and we forget how we felt, but you can't use your GPS to find yourself. I'm talking about more than our toys, more than our needs. I still believe in chivalry and our history. I'm holding the door for a lady while she's looking at me like I want something. Yeah, I do. I want you to say thank you. I remember the world at its worst, then how I did things first. I learned how to treat women right, be polite, how to act around kids and not regret anything I did. We associate romance with tradition, subtraction with addition, but when we take it all away, all we have left is division. Sometimes I go for a walk in the rain just to get wet. Or maybe so I don't forget to appreciate when I'm dry, appreciate that I'm alive. So I stand before you, a hopeless romantic, still in love with the classics, who thinks we could take the good from the past and put the future on blast, because history knows young hearts cannot be controlled. But we need to understand where we've been before we go. I don't know. Maybe being romantic just means I'm getting old.